It seemed like the sixth sense don't see light. Clean money and what I seen don't seem right. More bread doper than most, the fiends hype. Following my path to greatness to lead right. It seemed like they don't want me to win. With my back to the wall, dog, I from life from within. Detroit born, bred and raised, never do I pretend. Taking L's like a man, that be straight to the chin. I am Detroit, and I can succeed. I am Detroit, and I will. Yo, who wanna share knowledge? I'm all for it. All for it. Who tryna collab and share stories? Share some stories. We got each other, no need to worry. If you got a dream, then go for it, don't let it scurry. Behind the art is what I love clearly. Focus on getting to it while I'm moving fearless. Embody my body and feel these feelings. Get in touch with your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Bread.
Peace, what's the deal, guys and goddesses? I go by the name KazzyTheGypsy. I'm a part of the Set You Free Collective, you feel me? And I'm a Detroit recording and performing artist, engineer, audio engineer, activist, yeah, just all-around musician, artist. I like to work with the people. What got me started into music, I was into music since a kid because my father was he like a music enthusiast and an actual musician. He was actually the person who taught me how to MC. So when I was 12, I started off listening to mostly like aggressive rock, like punk, different variations of metal, shit like that. But I always grew up with like Dilla, Detroit like staples like Frank and Dank, and fucking Almighty Dreadnoughts, a lot of neo soul, heavy on the neo soul, super much. My mother loved neo soul, my dad loved neo soul too. So a lot of Dilla though, like a lot of Dilla, Questlove, The Roots, you name it. It been around my life for a long time. And then when I was 12, Tyler the Creator, Yonkers made me want to start rapping because I was a fucking angsty child and I like just creepy shit like that. So it caught my attention and I felt like I could do it. And ever since then, I've been getting like schooled by different elders in hip hop. And yeah, hip hop is my main squeeze. It's my love. It's the light. It's the way. It's the truth. And I'm trying to push the boundaries of that shit. So yeah, that's how I started on this shit. When I was 14 years of age, I met them. I met Yoda Kai Vibes and Sacramento Knox in a park at Western. You know what I'm saying? Western International doing some ciphers at an event called the Rise Up, and I rapped at the last Rise Up event. And Sacramento Knox scooped me up, took me to the studio. He fucking found me skipping school, walking around Clark Park. A couple of, maybe a month after that event, he had been looking for me. And he took me to a studio. I made my first project there. I was 15 when it finally got released, and ever since then, I've been a professional artist. So I feel like Detroit is I like to call it the drop zone. Detroit is always at the forefront of innovation, especially with like things like music. It's always at the forefront of innovation with things like music, but because it is mainly like an automobile industry city, if that shit fluctuate mad heavy. But Motown, this is Motown, you feel me? Like I'm heavily influenced by artists on Motown. Stevie Wonder is like maybe my top one artist in general. Heavily influenced by Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, and just in general, I love the city. I've grew up here my whole life. I'm a Detroit native. Like I said, I went to school in Southwest Detroit. I never lived in the East, but I moved through the East a few times here and there. But I'm a West Side Joy Road baby, you feel me? And that shit always in me, always will be. So it's the city got a lot to do with how I am influenced influenced and how I came up as a person. Even learning from people's mistakes, the mistakes they made living here, even the negative. I be having this battle in my mind about whether or not the art, especially like with hip hop is so powerful. It's a potent tool for expression, much like punk rock, things with high energy. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy tool of expression. I be thinking like, am I a jester, or am I like, is the artist the mouthpiece of God? You feel me? Like, it seems to be no middle ground. You feel me? Like, it's either you tap dancing for the man, or you leading an entire group of people into a whole nother way of thinking and being simply by playing with frequencies. I really don't know how to answer that question, but I will say, for me, I be thinking I'm getting tired of doing it, listening to it, being around it. I spend a little time away, and every time I come back to it, it always reminds me that it's a home. So to have a home, even when you don't have a real physical home, is one of the most powerful things on the planet. That's when you really walking in your light, your truth, and your purpose. That's why I say it's the light, it's the way. So I think that we offer as artists a way to express what can be expressed through written language by bending frequencies. Yeah. Well, like I said, frequency or energy, frequency is everything to me specifically, because I'll put it like this: intuition is a sense that you can, it's like a muscle, you can work that muscle. I feel like frequencies play on that part of you where you just feel something and it makes you take action. That's something that, I don't know, people think everything is like mechanical. These are frequencies that make you take action, and I hope to intentionally make people take positive action in the world upon listening to the frequencies that I'm giving out, you feel me? Well, you can find me at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or X. I'm sorry, Elon Musk. At KazzyTheGypsy _3.0. That's KazzyTheGypsy _3.0 on all of those things. And I got music streaming on platforms everywhere. You can go to @setyoufree.co on Instagram to find a lot of our stuff, or @setyoufree.co everywhere. The youngest hear this and they call it old rap, cause the elders gave me game and I put it on wax. All we ever express is how we so taxed. And those of us who come up with solutions don't rap. We influenced by the products of oppression. The cookies gather your info, you worry your phone tap. Once they get the data, they know where your dome at. Give out too much information, they go where your home at. But if home is the body, how do they control that? Something nobody gon' ask. Even when you left naked in the whole mole rat. Freedom ain't free, get the provolone stacked. If it's cheese, like a featured artist, I'm on that. No more bending over backwards, that's why we was holding back. They sick, we on their head right under the cold rag. The trenches hang over your soul, it's a cold rag. The goal is to write it before it's written. The art of insulting the opposition started here, so remember who you start shit with. We've been tossing verbal assault since the book bag days, from school to the mic like college or prison. I got me a goddess, and mine is the prophet I envision inside of my pockets when I get my shit in position. Until that time approach, I'll approach all imposters. We see who better at lying like the Oscars. With your hand on your spell book, put it on your mom's. All we needed was the love, and you just had to bring the bombs. She brought the Pinot in the dark, it's just that kind of night. The drinking gourd is bright, the reaper sworn is right. Another day dodging just to hear us pay homage to the ones that out of nothing taught us how to create objects. You created a monster, I do not know what they see in me. Only my shadow know how to stay some healthy feet for me. Metal slug, armored up, your vest ain't impressive. They pacing on your set like a stressed out director. Room full of smoke, brain like an oxygen. Eyes colored, Cerberus, clearly I can hide shit. Not to make it obvious, mom, that I'm riding clouds again. They'll blow up a mausoleum before they call by op again. Ain't shit stopping them from pulling up and popping shit. Can't quit rocking to the family where island is. G-Y-P-S-Y.